Good morning. It's so nice to be with you today. I'm Loralei, Lauranzano. Some of you know me from church or from the church office, and I've been asked to share with you today about one of my favorite gifts from the Lord. This is something that has been very close to me through all of the years since I became a believer in Jesus, through many times in my life where perhaps circumstances have left me worried or afraid or sad or wondering what was going to happen next. And the one thing that couldn't be taken away from me, no matter what the circumstances, was joy, because that comes straight from the Lord. Joy is a very special gift. It's very different from happiness, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So first, let's do our memory verse, or our verse. I guess it's not necessarily a memory verse, but it's a verse for today. And that is Luke chapter 2, verses 10 and 11. The angel said to them, "Don't be afraid, for look, I proclaim to you good news of great joy that will be for all people. Today, in the city of David, a Savior was born for you, who is the Messiah, the Lord." That's from Luke 2. It's a great verse for right now as we're in Advent season and looking forward to Christmas. And let's talk a little bit about joy. So joy is a difficult word to understand. Yeah, right. You might be thinking to yourself, joy is an easy word to understand. You might think that joy means happy. It does, sort of. But joy is so much more than being happy. Happy is a temporary feeling. When you find a $5 bill that you thought you had lost, you're happy. When you lose the same bill, you're sad. When you find out your best friend can spend the night, you're happy. And when you find out that your best friend's mom said he or she can't come over, you're sad. Joy isn't an emotion that comes and goes. Joy is something that comes from within. Even when people are sad, they can still have joy. Happy is an emotion you feel in your head. Joy is something that you feel in your body. The news that the angel brought was one of joy. It was the news of Jesus Christ. Even though Mary and Joseph were tired, stressed, and staying in a place for animals, they had joy that Jesus had been born. Even as Jesus died on the cross, they could have joy because they knew he was God's son. Today, even when bad things happen, you can have joy because you know that Jesus is the Savior and he loves you. That's the reason that it's one of my favorite gifts, because no matter what happens in this world, we always have the joy that the Lord has given us, that he has a plan for our lives, he loves us, and he's already won the battles that happen all around us. Nothing surprises him. Nothing will change his plan. And because we belong to him, we can rest in all of that, knowing that we're his children and he'll take care of us. So, a couple of questions for you to think about are: what makes you scared or worried? And what brings you joy? And when you're scared and worried, I'd like to ask you, what do you do with that? I know for me, on my best days, when I remember to do the right thing, I go straight to God in prayer, and he helps me to remember all the reasons that I have to be joyful. And I hope that you will too. It's great to see you today. Take care. Bye-bye.